And Michael
Oh,
Oh,
Ford
I
all
is
mean,
right,
here.
everybody. Somebody's already here. Hey, DJ,
the
what's going
Raven,
on?
the Ravenhall
What?
Talon hovercraft. That's pretty cool. But that was pretty cool too.
Oh, cool. I'm glad you liked it. Actually, that's, believe it or not, you know those two buttons that are normally there? The bottom button, that's
Yeah.
what it does. It actually brings down a teleporter just like that and takes away the whole
Oh.
space. But people like the hovercraft better, so we never use it. I'm thinking about making the button do something else. You know, that might be fun. I got a couple ideas about that. All right, just a quick show of hands or emojis. How many of you guys have never flown in Altspace before? Anybody like never flown, first time flyer, or you're new to Altspace and you don't know what you're doing and stuff? You know, you can throw me up some emojis or nod vigorously, like, yeah, teach me to fly, man. All right, any new flyers here? Anybody want to learn how to fly? All right. I'm not getting what. Oh, there we go. We got one hand up.
He's a new
That's cool.
flyer.
All right, good. What you want to do is you
Huh?
want to press the blue and white triangle button in your lower left. When you press on that, you're going to see your main menu open up in front of you. And on the bottom, you're going to see all these tabs. And one of them is a cogwheel and it says settings. Now, if you press on this settings cogwheel, you're going to see a list on the left-hand side of the screen. The third one down is going to say input. And when you press on input, you're going to see the word fly at the top center panel. And next to that will be a white circle that'll change your life forever because when you press it, it's going to toggle to blue and you'll be ready to go. Now, all you have to do from here, you just press that exit or close button in the lower right. That's the X with the circle. And as soon as you close that, you'll be able to see again. So, hey, guys, how's it going? Now, all you have to do is just move forward and look up. And when you do, you're going to go right up into the air. And you steer with your head, which can feel kind of weird, right? So to get used to it, what you can do is go out through this doorway and fly up through those red rings there. And there you'll reach the tower where you're going to learn about a type of teleportation that feels like fast flight. But if you want to get there in style, you can take a Ravenhall Talon hovercraft, which are these ships that are outside. The two that have the blue lights coming out of them, those are just teleporters that lead to other worlds and experiences. So it's a great way to go exploring when you're finished here. But at the end of the runway, by that stone wall, you'll see an open door in one of these ships. Now, if you go in through that open door, on the console, you're going to see a launch button. And if you aim your pointer at it, the pointer will start to spin on that launch button. So all you have to do is squeeze your trigger button one time, and one of these ships will attach to you. It has spinning turbines and engine noise. It's a lot of fun. So go ahead and give that a try. And if you guys have any questions, I'll be in this office here for the duration of the event. So if you get stuck or you have any problems, just let me know, and I'll be here for take your questions and stuff. Did anybody miss those instructions, or anybody have any questions? Anybody? Questions about Altspace or your device? What's
No,
up?
but I'd like to say one thing.
What's that, Freddie?
So, since you guys don't get paid for this,
Yes.
if none of you are subscribed to the Ravenhall Events YouTube channel, you should go do that and get them to 1,000 subscribers so they can have ads on their videos and they get paid for doing
Wow.
this.
You know what, Freddie? For a guy who couldn't talk, you're making up for lost time, man. Fist bump right there. That's awfully nice of you to
Here we
say.
go.
Thank you for that. Appreciate that. That's awesome. All right. Now I didn't say that. I didn't pay Freddie. This is that. Freddie, see me after the show.
No. I have nothing to do with Ravenhall Events.
All
Nothing
right,
at
cool.
all.
Well, you should join our Discord, man. Join the
I already
Discord.
have.
Yeah.
I already have.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, good. Okay. Oh, wait, that's right.
I'm
You
the
did. You
Cross
messaged
the
me
Wolf.
yesterday.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
I
the Cross
remember
the
now.
Wolf.
I remember that now. Okay, the change in name confused me. You got to realize I deal with about what's that, 600 or 700 people a month come through. So it can
Yeah,
get
you said
confusing
like
with the name.
600 people a month.
Yes, it's a lot of people. Those are just estimates, though. It can vary from month to month. Some months are slow, like today's a slow day, so we don't get the typical numbers. Does anybody else have any questions at all? Because you're all staring at me. You're going to force me to stare back. All right, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. Looking at me. I see
joining
people
Michael
with the
Ford.
staring. You guys have no questions at all? None? All right, she's shaking her head. Look at that. Renee's disgusted. She's like, oh, man, this guy with the staring back. Well, I can't handle it. All right. That's the thing, Maybe she was just fixing her headset. That's possible. Maybe I took that too
Like
personally.
this.
And for those of you who don't know, this here in the corner, we've got Raven Eye. This is our YouTube channel that we were just talking about. If you guys want to feel Altspace famous, feel free to wave on out and be like, hey, YouTube, how's it going? How you doing? Come on into Altspace. It's a lot of fun. We got a lot of people here. We got Renee, we got Bradley, we got Hummingbird, we got Bean helping us out today. We've got Morgan Forrest, and hanging out here with us today and helping. We got DJ Gamer, we got Freddie, Renee, I think I already said, and Bradley. There we go. Bradley probably moved.
And we got Michael Forrest, the forever host of these events.
Wow, man. Freddie's really trying hard. Gotta hand it to Freddie, man. He's doing a good job. All right, cool. Yeah, we got applause. You're stealing my applause, Freddie. I'm gonna have to send one of my ships after you. I hope you don't mind. If you're in the campfire and you see one of these talons come down, don't get nervous. It's perfectly normal. The red light coming out of it, that's just for testing. That's all it is. It doesn't mean anything. All right. It's not a death ray. There is YouTube. There's no death ray. There is no death ray. Okay, cool. All right. Just got to put that out there. All right. Let's see. So if you guys don't have any questions, this is going to be kind of slow.
Ravenhall Events
Right?
is 100% safe. Don't worry.
Wow. Wow. Freddie's like really like, plugging it. There we go. All right. Does anybody have any questions at all? Because if you don't, you've really not given me a lot of material to work with here. Not a lot of material. All right. Let's see. We got one-handed controller, so the flight pen is out. All right. Well, if you guys aren't going up to the tower, have you guys learned how to do the zip lining yet? Because if you like, I can walk you through that.
I have.
Any interest in that? Oh, cool. Good to hear that, Freddie. That's awesome. All right.
To the mountain,
No.
right?
Doom.
To the
What'd you say,
mountain.
Hummingbird? What was that?
Zip line to the mountain?
Yeah, that teleporting stuff. If you guys haven't
Oh,
learned
teleporting,
that, I can teach it.
right.
Yeah, it's a type of teleportation that feels like flight, which you know, because you're doing it right now. All right, anybody? So no questions, anybody? Wow. Okay. Not really giving me a lot to work here. Gonna have to transition into some of my other bits. Let me see. What do we got? What do we got here? I got nothing, people. Usually I teach you guys to fly. You go up to the tower, you learn how to teleport.
No.
They fly the talents around.
We forgot to tell YouTube one thing.
What's that?
Go to the Altspace website, go all the way down to the bottom. Not that means anything, and subscribe to Ravenhall Events.
Wow. Okay. Appreciate it. Yeah, all the links are in the description of the videos typically, but we appreciate that, Freddie. Thank you. That's awesome. What did you say, DJ?
You should tell a scary story.
Wait, what was that? I didn't catch
You
that.
should tell a scary story.
I should tell a scary story. Okay. Well, one time, going back a year ago, right? I had discovered this thing that was very frightening. It was terrible, really. I can't even talk about it. It was very frightening. It was a horrible discovery, and it would haunt me to the rest of my days. How's that? Good?
What was it? What was it?
Good enough.
Good enough? Okay, well, this is a scary story. I'm getting some applause from Renee, DJ. Okay? So apparently she liked it. All right, she liked it. She thought it was cool.
Honestly,
Well,
Michael Forrest, you sound like one of those trailer guys. Just like this
trailer guy. Wait, what are you saying? I'm a trailer guy?
You have like the deep voice, like the people who do like the trailers, the stereotypical trailer people.
Only
you mean
sometimes.
like a trailer for a movie, you mean? Like
yes.
On the big screen. I thought you were saying I should like live in a trailer and stuff. And I was kind of like, what are you trying to say, man? What are you trying to say?
We're talking about movie trailers, right?
Well, what's wrong with a trailer? Trailer can be very comfortable. Maybe one that has like a bowl of endless M&Ms in it, the blue ones. Like my contract.
Full of misunderstandings.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, misunderstandings. He's right.
All right, let's try that out. In a world full of misunderstanding. Misunderstanding? What about misunderstanding? Mr. Understanding? Mr. Misunderstanding. It's not working. That doesn't work.
Mr.
It's not smooth.
Understanding.
No,
exactly.
it's not.
It's pretty confusing. Yeah, it's not working out.
No. How about this?
All
How
right,
about this?
Okay.
How about this?
Oh, no,
In a
he's
world
flossing.
where MLG
You know,
Pro Freddy
someone
sells
stop
out to
him.
Ravenhall events every single day.
Okay. In a world where Freddy tries too hard. Yeah. Is it like that?
Correct.
No.
Correct.
No.
That works.
All right, cool. No worries. All right, does anybody have any questions at all? You guys got to give me some material to work with. You got to have some questions about Altspace. You got to have questions about your device. Like, what happens if you leave your device plugged in forever? What will happen in about 15 years? Well, the answer to that one is we don't know because your device probably hasn't been around for 15 years. See? I know stuff. All right, so if you guys do have any
Because
questions
the
about
Quest
your
only came
devices,
out last year.
that's true. And the year before that, it was the Go.
Yeah.
And there are a couple of events that tailor to that. You have Go time and Quest time, and if you happen to find yourself there, tell the host that.
And flight times for everyone.
Yes, flight time is kind of pretty much all devices. That's true. Okay, except the ones Altspace doesn't support anymore because it was a trick question, Freddie. You failed the exam. There we go.
No.
Yes, it's true. All right. Does anybody have any material for me at all? Not a single question about Altspace? You guys know everything? You guys know how to bring in stuff through Unity?
Renee?
You guys
Wait,
know how
I have
to
a
teleport
question.
stuff? What was that, Hummingbird? What was that?
No,
Renee has a question?
I was going to ask Renee if she's on a Go.
Yeah, it
Yes,
looks
I
like she
can.
is.
Yeah.
Got the one hand. All right, cool.
Do you ever overheat?
No.
Oh, you're lucky.
Wow. Lucky,
was
yeah.
No,
We're
'cause-
lucky too, never overheat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very common thing. Actually, we teach that in Go Time, how to fix the overheating issue. But
Mhm.
it's cool if you got one of the very few models that never overheats. They do exist. I've heard stories. I knew somebody that never overheated, and I have to say I was very jealous when that happened. I was like, why does my headset overheat every 20 minutes? I don't get it. But, it also has to do with something, where you live in the world, how cold your environment is. That could play a factor too. Let's see.
I
we got
have a
hand
new
voice.
a.
What's going on, Morgan? What's going
He's
on?
going around so fast.
What's that?
If you were to feed a shark, what would you feed a shark?
If I were to feed a shark,
A
I would
porpoise.
honestly probably feed it avatars because we have an event coming out called It's Shark Time. And this event, it's like a game show, and the set is like super interactive. There are these bridges that move, there are these tubes that come up. It's really cool. And we invite people up from the audience to compete for prizes, right? And also the chance to feed a shark, right? It helps the environment. It really does.
And the
It's a good
loser
thing.
gets
We're
fed to the
helping the
shark.
earth
No, I'm
people.
joking.
What was that, Freddie? I didn't catch that.
I said, and the loser gets fed to the shark. No.
Right.
I'm
Wait,
joking.
Of
you've been to
course
the
not.
show?
No, I haven't.
That's exactly what happens.
Good guess.
That's exactly
What?
what happens.
Really?
Yeah, you get to help feed.
Oh,
You get to help
shoot.
feed a shark. You get to help feed a shark. It's awesome. It helps the environment.
No, I
Wait,
mean the loser gets
You're
fed
telling
to the
me that
shark.
you want to see a shark starve to death? That's wrong,
No,
Freddie.
no,
That's
no.
wrong. All right,
Another
YouTube, listen. Don't
misunderstanding.
pay any attention to Freddie, okay? He doesn't really mean to be cruel. You know, sharks got to eat, which is the
No,
overlying
no,
point of
no.
our event.
Another misunderstanding, Mr. Michael Forrest.
A misunderstanding, not a
Yes.
misunderstanding. I see how it is. I get it. You know, totally makes
Boy,
sense.
No.
a lot of misunderstandings
Yeah,
today.
I know, right? There's a lot
Oh,
of
by the
confusion
way,
today.
I have a new way of putting my fan on,
Oh, how's that?
holding it on.
You're
A
holding
big
it in
piece of
place?
tape.
With a
No,
piece of
no.
tape.
Tape.
Oh, cool.
A big, like a postage tape, like
Oh,
if you were
cool.
mailing a package.
I heard somebody
And
use
it's
a
really
double-sided
strong.
tape, but you know what? I would think when it heats up, the smell of the adhesive would get to you.
No,
But you know, if
it's
it
not
works, do it.
smelling anything yet.
All right, cool. Well, let us know how it goes. That's
That's
awesome.
good.
This is probably one of the silliest flight times we've ever had. You know, if this makes it up on
I know
YouTube,
It's
probably
mostly
gonna
my
get
fault.
people to laugh.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
also gonna
fine.
say,
Take all the credit, Freddie. You know, when's your event coming out, man? Like,
No, no,
station, I see how it is. No, I get it. No, this is cool. I'm just gonna stand here behind DJ. Go ahead, Freddie. Go ahead. I see how it is. I get it. You know, what's
I was
going
also
on?
gonna say this might not
It's
be a
me
very
and Michael
entertaining
Forrest.
video for YouTube.
Misunderstanding YouTube. Me and Michael
What
Forrest.
was that, DJ? I didn't catch that.
This might not be a very entertaining video for YouTube.
It quite possibly
you
could be.
serious?
Or a very silly one. This is probably the silliest flight time we've ever
It
had.
is
I
kind
really
of
think
silly.
so. Yeah, definitely kind of silly. Does anybody have like any actual questions? I hate like I've not helped somebody today though. You know, anybody building a world you need help with?
Hey,
Or,
hey, I
yeah.
have a question. What's Bean
what's that,
doing?
DJ? What's the
What
question?
is Bean? What is Bean doing?
I think
Bean
he's
he's apparently
dancing?
interpreting. Bean is a very advanced moderator. He helps out on our events, and he has a unique style where he can channel the forces of the moderator through unique form of dance. All right, so he's winding up
Floss.
somebody out of
Using the
space.
floss right now.
But before he does, he has
Oh,
to
the
harness all the energy
floss.
around him and unleash it into a bolt of destruction, which will, make one of you end up back at the campfire. Which one will it be? I don't know. What will your choice
Probably
be?
me, because I've been disrupting the
Look,
entire time.
Michael,
I don't know.
I have
a
You're giving me the
question.
truth, Freddie. What's that word? I didn't catch it.
they're doing the floss. Renee
doing the
has
what?
a question.
I
Oh, Renee,
think
what's the
it,
question?
Whenever I walk, I have like that blind spot. Like
Oh, you
whenever
okay,
I walk, there's like a
that
tunnel
screen?
vision.
all around the edges of the screen, right?
Yeah.
All right, those are
Uh,
called blinders, and they're highly annoying. Let me show you how to turn this off. What
You
you
go
want to do
to
is you want to press the
settings.
blue and white triangle button, and when you press that blue
Yeah,
and white
those are
triangle
annoying.
button, your main menu is going to open up in front of you, and if you press on that settings cogwheel in the lower right, you're going to see a list
Yeah.
of categories on the left-hand side, and that second category down is called comfort. You'll find on that list an object called, or an item called blinders, and next to that you'll have the option to turn it off. Once it's off, you'll be able to walk without those, going around. Who's this coming in? Somebody with a hat. How's it going,
Nice.
Don?
Thank
Hello.
you.
Michael Forrest,
Great.
Hi,
this
how are
is the
you?
second
Great.
time your voice has become choppy.
Greetings.
Yeah, it's
Well,
going
that does
choppy.
happen in Altspace during events. It is a common occurrence lately, and they are working on it. But I will re-enter the space, so just a moment while I re-enter. Apparently Don just disappeared. I'll be right back.
Space just
Hi.
hates events going light.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, re-entering right now. I'll be right.
And now we wait, YouTube.
Space just hates when events go right, don't they?
Yep.
You hate when they go right?
No, Altspace does.
Oh,
Okay,
Hey,
Altspace.
welcome
everybody.
back. Have you heard
I
of a guy
am
called
back.
Michael
What's
Forrest?
up?
He's pretty cool, right?
Oh, thanks, Freddie. You're really laying it on thick today. Appreciate that. Thanks. All right. Does anybody have any questions at all? Any questions?
Questions.
Yes, questions. Put the question in questions.
I have
All right.
a
Well,
question for
if there are
Renee.
no
Did it
questions, I
work?
guess we'll be ending early today. All right. If that's cool with everybody, because if there's no questions, I got nothing to do. Got no material for this. That's cool. Let's
How
get this event.
about we
real
go to
close.
Ravenhall Lake?
Ravenhall Lake. You mean Lake Ravenhall? That's what we call it.
Oh, Lake
You know?
Ravenhall.
Yeah,
sorry.
feel free
I got
to.
the
It's the
name mixed
second teleporter right there, right in the middle. A
Over
really
there.
great space. You know, what's that, Morgan? 1 second. Pointing. Renee has a question. You have a question, Renee?
We
Or
have a
you're
new
pointing
customer.
Nugget.
at- oh,
You
Nugget.
have a
How's
new
it going, Nugget?
person.
Welcome.
Oh,
Nugget.
we got a new.
Have you learned how to
customer.
fly yet, Nugget, by any chance?
I have. I've been here before.
Oh, you have? Oh, it must be the sharp jacket. I should have recognized the guy. You know, good stuff. All right.
It
Let's
was
see. So
before
you've been
they
here
had
before.
chart
That's
change.
awesome. Let's see here. I'm going to be just trying to end this event real quick because we are out of content if nobody has any questions. So what I'm doing now, so you know, if it looks
I
like
have a
I'm looking
question.
staring off into space.
I'm
because what's
free
your question?
content for you,
What's your
Michael.
question, DJ? What's your question, DJ?
How are you?
How what now?
How are
How
you?
are
Is what he
you?
said.
How wait? What, let DJ speak for himself, please. What did you say, DJ?
How are you? How are you?
How
How
am I?
are you?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm okay right now. I'm looking through the nose hole of my headset, so I can hit the end event button, right? And now I got to try to press OK. It takes a little bit of skill
Oh,
to
I
do
can
this. You do
open
get
a
used to it.
browser. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Guys.
Yeah, you
hear
can open
me?
a browser in certain spaces, but not all.
Oh.
This is one of the spaces where you can do that, which is pretty cool. You know, we enjoy doing that. All right, but as for how I am, I'm doing pretty okay. Yourself? Yeah, good. Okay, cool. All right, everybody. Well, I'm going to be, I guess, heading out a little early today. Nobody has any questions at all. Hey, Jake, how's it going? Jake, have you learned how to fly in Altspace yet? Please tell me
I
no.
have not.
You
Can you
have-
hear me?
You have not. You've been what
No.
I've been waiting for all day, Jake. Let me just run you through that real quick.
We
What
got
you want to do is you
content.
want to press that blue and white triangle button. And when you press on that
Mhm.
blue and white triangle button, you're going to see your main menu open up in front of you. Now, when you press that main menu button, it opens up and you're going to see on the bottom, you have all these categories, right? These tabs.
Yeah.
And on the lower right, you're going to see one that says settings. It looks kind of like a cogwheel. Now, when you press that
Yep.
cogwheel, you're going to see a list on the left-hand side. And the third item down on the list is going to say input. And when you press on input, you're going to see the top center panel has the word fly, and next to that, going to be a white circle. And if you press
Okay.
that white circle, it's going to toggle to blue, and you're going to be ready to go. So all you have to
Okay.
do now is just press that close button in the lower right. That's the X with the circle, and you'll be able to see again. Right now,
Nice,
all you
yeah.
have to do is just move forward and look up. All right, and you're going to go right up into the air. Now you can squeeze your left
nice.
trigger to go faster, right? But you got to steer with your head, which feels kind of weird. So to get used to it, you can go out through this door and go up through the red rings to the tower. And up at the tower, you can learn about a type of teleportation that feels like fast flight, right? If you want to get there in style, though, you can take a Ravenhall Talon hovercraft. And the way you do that is you'll see outside we have all these ships. The ones with blue lights coming out of them, those are teleporters that'll take you out of this world if you want to go exploring. But if you go to the one at the end of the runway with that stone wall, you'll see an open door. And if you're going through that open door, you're going to see a launch button right on the console there. And you've got this pointer that comes out of your right hand. If you aim that at the launch button and you just squeeze and release that trigger one time, right, while pointing at it, you're going to, one will attach to you at a spinning turbine. It's an engine noise. They're a lot of fun. So feel free to give it a try. And if you have any questions, I'll be around for a couple more minutes. Okay? Go ahead.
Okay.
And
Cool.
check that out.
Thanks.
All right. Awesome. You're very welcome. That's awesome. Cool. Got one right. That's awesome. Very good. All right, everybody. So nobody has any questions at all? None? Wow. Okay. Gotta say, audience, I'm very disappointed. Usually you have a lot more questions than this. That's, enough for a half hour. But yeah, there we
Sorry.
go. Okay.
If you ever need
What'd you say?
content, I'm here for you.
I said
Well,
I'm-
I
said
appreciate that,
sorry.
Freddie. I've done over 300 events. I know how I ever got by without you. There you go. All right, man. You should host events though. They're super easy to do. So if you're interested in hosting, you should totally put one on. They've never been easier to do. There's a lot of tools now that make it really easy. Back when I started out, we didn't have all these cool tools. That would make going through it a lot easier. All right, everybody. I'm gonna head on out of here because the event is over. But I hope you all enjoyed yourselves, and I will see you all next time. All right, and please check
Bye-bye.
Ravenhall event for the schedule. See you all next time.
Bye bye.
Let's go.
Bye.